Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 31, Jackson. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, that's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Taylor. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Corey Littleton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose, and the Redskins scoop it.
Good job, D. Good job, D. First down and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift, watch the shift. Kill.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give right side. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. And Woods has it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And Jackson throwing once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson, rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Jackson. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Looking for Woods that time. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Redskins.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 40's the mic. Squeeze.
I don't even know why this team.
Check. Fresno.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Buddy up. 40's the mic.
In your face.
They go play action with Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Come on, set. Here we go, D. It's just me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He finds Taylor. Complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Check 3, check 3. Okay.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
He's checking Chris. Come on, boys, come on.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the line? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this all day.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. 22. Jet. Over. 22. Shut up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Robinson. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.